Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Ralf Rangnick is battling a dressing room rift at Manchester United as 11 players want to quit the club. Dean Henderson, Eric Bailly, Jesse Lingard and Donny van der Beek are unhappy at Manchester United. Now, Manchester United recently lost 1-0 to Wolves at Old Trafford. It was Ralf Rangnick's first defeat as Manchester United manager, and it was the first time Wolves won at Old Trafford in the league since 1980. It was a very poor performance against Wolves. Rangnick has been Manchester United's interim manager for over a month now. Rangnick is Manchester United's interim manager until the end of the season. Then it did mention that he will continue in a consultancy role for a further 2 years, but he did get warned that he could lose the consultancy role if he fails to get Manchester United into the Champions League. Reflecting on our poor performances under Rangnick, Rangnick is blameless. It's the players that have got to take responsibility for those poor performances. The players are the biggest problem at Man United at the moment, like I mentioned yesterday. Rangnick has made changes at Manchester United. Earlier on in the season, he recommended Ewan Sharping as an assistant coach and analyst. He also recommended Chris Armisen as an assistant. He also brought Saz Challens in as a sports psychologist. Before Manchester United, Rangnick was the head of sports and development at Lokomotiv Moscow. Rangnick has been given around £75 million to spend in this January transfer window. When Rangnick first came in, he identified Manchester United's midfield as a weakness. He's made it clear that he wants a centre defensive midfielder. There's a lot of players that Manchester United are linked with. Obviously, you know the news on Julian Alvarez from River Plate. Now, Manchester United want to sign Julian Alvarez right now. It said Julian Alvarez's agent is travelling to England for talks with Manchester United. Man United have already contacted the agent of Julian Alvarez, and Manchester United are prepared to pay the £17 million release clause to sign Alvarez. There's a chance that Alvarez will be the first signing of the Ralf Rangnick era. Alvarez has been at River Plate for a long time. He risen up their academy in that. His contract at River Plate expires this year. He's mainly a forward. He can also operate as a winger. He's only the age of 21, so he's still young, got a lot of development in him. Manchester United have recently been linked with Denis Zakaria from Borussia Mönchengladbach. Manchester United, Liverpool, Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund have all enquired about signing Denis Zakaria. Aston Villa have also entered the race recently. Borussia Mönchengladbach are willing to sell Denis Zakaria for just £6 million this month. Zachary has been at Borussia Mönchengladbach since 2017, so he's been with them for 5 years. Borussia Mönchengladbach paid around 10 million for him from Young Boys. He's a defensive midfielder, he's Zakaria, and he's the age of 25. Manchester United have also been linked with Ousmane Dembele from Barcelona. There has been talks of a swap deal involving Dembele and Martial. I don't want Ousmane Dembele at Manchester United. The reason is because he's too injury prone. Towards the end of last year, it said Manchester United contacted Ousmane Dembele's representatives. He says Dembele is set to leave Barcelona as he rejected a contract at Barcelona following a furious meeting with club bosses. Dembele's contract at Barcelona expires this year. Dembele joined Barcelona back in 2017. Barcelona got him for £135 million with add-ons included. Barcelona paid around £96 million up front. To be honest with you, I thought Dembele was a far superior player at Dortmund than he has been at Barcelona, and before Dembele played at Rennes. Man United have also been in for Erling Haaland. Towards the end of last year, it did say that Ralf Rangnick wants Erling Haaland. Rangnick spoke with Erling Haaland's father, Alf Haaland, over the possibility of his son signing for Manchester United this year. And he says Man United are ready to trigger Erling Haaland's release clause. His release clause doesn't become active until the summer. His release clause is in the £60-odd million range. But I've disregarded Haaland coming to Manchester United because Haaland allegedly wants to make a move to Spain. And Erling Haaland's father has said that his son wants to make a move to Spain. Haaland is regarded as one of the best strikers in the world because he's a prolific goal scorer. He's been at Borussia Dortmund for 2 years. Borussia Dortmund got him for 17.1 million from Red Bull Salzburg. He's got a contract with Dortmund till 2024. Revert back to when Haaland was at Mulder, he played under Solskjaer, and revert back to when Man United had Solskjaer, Man United tried to sign Haaland. Man United have been relentlessly linked with Boubacar Kamara from Marseille. Declan Rice, he's been a long-term target for Manchester United. He says Man United are confident of landing Declan Rice for 100 million in the summer. West Ham's disappointing December has given Manchester United a huge boost in their chances of signing Declan Rice. Jude Bellingham, he's been a long-term target for Man United as well. Bellingham's at Borussia Dortmund, but Man United tried to get Bellingham when he was at Birmingham. You know, we've been relentlessly linked with Amadou Haidara from Leipzig. We've been linked with Florian Wirtz in recent weeks. We've also been in for Rudiger from Chelsea, and we've also been in for Frankie de Jong from Barcelona. Well, Romano said recently that Man United are very unlikely to sign a player in January. Players are going to depart the club this year. Donny van der Beek, there's a good chance that he'll be leaving Manchester United now. Donny van der Beek has said that he wants to leave Manchester United in this January transfer window. Van der Beek recently held talks with Ralf Rangnick to discuss his future. Now, it's said not so long ago that Van der Beek is unable to leave Man United this month due to a bust-up with his agent. I'm hearing that Bayern Munich are no longer interested in Van der Beek. Revert back to last summer. Everton almost got Van der Beek. Last year, it said that Rangnick values Van der Beek, so it said Van der Beek will not be allowed to leave Man United this month. But I don't blame Van der Beek for wanting to leave because he's not getting enough opportunities at Manchester United. He's only started one game under Rangnick. You know, when we got Rangnick in, I expected Van der Beek to play more than he has. You know, Van der Beek did not play any part against Wolves recently, and he was surprisingly left on the bench in Man United's 3-1 win against Burnley last Thursday. I thought Van der Beek would have played in that game, with obviously Fernandes not being available due to suspension. Van der Beek's only scored 2 goals for the club. He's been a Manchester United player for over a year and a half now. This season's his second full season at Man United. Man United got Van der Beek for 40 million, with add-ons included. He's got a contract with Man United till 2025. There's an option of a further year, and he's versatile. He can play in 3 different roles. Jesse Lingard, he'll be leaving Manchester United this year. You know, do you think he could leave in this January transfer window? Lingard doesn't get in the team much, does he? Last year, it said that Lingard will stay at Man United in January to fight for his place under Ralf Rangnick. West Ham want to re-sign Lingard. The second half of last season, Lingard enjoyed a 4-month loan spell with West Ham and he made an impact. Newcastle were also in for him. Lingard's contract at Man United expires in the summer. Lingard has been part of Manchester United for a long time. He risen up our academy in that. He's had his good periods at Man United. He's also had his bad periods. Nemanja Matic, Manchester United will sell him this year. Matic isn't one of our first choice midfielders, but despite that, he still seems to get his opportunities. Matic played recently against Wolves. He was playing alongside McTominay. Matic created the only clear-cut chance for Man United against Wolves. He played against Burnley last Thursday night, did Matic, and he protected the defence well in that game. Matic is the only predominant centre defensive midfielder Man United have got, but as you all know, I've always had my reservations about Matic because he's always been a static midfielder and he's ageing up, but he's had his good games at United. Matic has been at the club for around 5 years. Manchester United got Matic from Chelsea back in 2017 for 40 million. Paul Pogba, if he leaves this year, he will leave in the summer. I'm very sceptical that he'll leave in this January transfer window. It did say, didn't it, that Man United are not negotiating a Paul Pogba transfer this month and expect him to stay this month, despite Pogba nearing the end of his contract. His contract at Manchester United expires in the summer. Revert back to the start of the season, he rejected a new Man United contract offer. Pogba has been out for a while with a muscle injury. He got the muscle injury in France training earlier on in the season, but the good news is from Manchester United perspective that Pogba is close to returning. I think Phil Jones and Eric Bailly will also leave the club this year. Do you think they could leave in this January transfer window? Phil Jones, he doesn't get in the team much, but Phil Jones played against Wolves on Monday night. It was his first Premier League appearance since January 2020, which is 2 years ago now. The reason Jones played is because Harry Maguire recently picked up an injury. What a performance though Jones put out against Wolves. He was our best player. He brought the ball out well from the back, defensively good, and he made some good blocks and some good clearances. At one point, Jones was out with a knee injury for a while. Did you know that Jones is only the outfield player that's still with us from the Sir Alex Ferguson era? Jones has been a long-serving player at Man United. This season is his 11th season at the club. We got him from Blackburn under Ferguson. Eric Bailly, he doesn't get in the team much, does he? But surprisingly, started against Burnley last Thursday night. Obviously, he came off injured in the game. Had to be replaced by Varane. That's my concern about Bailly. He's too injury prone. And towards the end of last season, he signed a new contract with Man United until 2024. There's an option of a further year. Man United got Bailly from Villarreal back in 2016 for £30 million. I reckon Man United need to sell Dalot this year. Dalot appeared to be our first choice right back under Rangnick, because Dalot's played quite a few games under Rangnick, but Bissaka's obviously played the last 2 games. Dalot last season had a loan spell with AC Milan, so reflecting on that, he gained some experience. Man United got Dalot from Porto for £19 million, brought him in under the Jose Mourinho era. Telles, do you think Man United could sell him this year? I'd say keep Telles because he's done well in a lot of the games he's played in. Telles has appeared to be our first choice left back under Rangnick as well. But Luke Shaw has obviously played the last 2 games. The reason Man United brought Telles in was to provide competition for Luke Shaw. Earlier on this season, Telles had an injury. Man United got Telles for £15.4 million from Porto. Henderson, he'll leave Manchester United this year. We need to get rid of Henderson permanently. I don't want us to loan him out. Well, towards the end of last year, Rangnick told Dean Henderson he cannot leave Man United on loan this month. Henderson's obviously looking for regular playing time. He's not getting it at Man United because last summer De Gea reclaimed that number 1 spot back. Henderson's only made 2 appearances this season. Earlier on this season he had COVID for a while. Towards the end of last season though, Henderson actually got that number 1 jersey. Henderson regrets signing a long-term contract at Man United. I think it was before the start of last season he signed a 5-year contract with an option of a 6th year. Cavani, he'll be leaving Manchester United this year. If he doesn't leave this month, he'll leave in the summer. Prior to the game against Wolves, Rangnick said he desperately wants Edinson Cavani to stay at Manchester United until the end of the season. Cavani's contract at Man United expires in the summer. Cavani come back from injury not so long ago. He obviously played against Wolves on Monday night. He was poor. He played last Thursday night in the 3-1 win against Burnley, led the line well in that game. Didn't start in the 1-1 draw against Newcastle, but came on and rescued a point for Manchester United because he scored that equalising goal. Cavani's been linked with Barcelona. Last year, he said Cavani agreed to join Barcelona on an 18-month contract. Barcelona had been seeing Cavani as a replacement for Aguero. Aguero retired due to heart problems. Juventus have been in for Cavani as well, and last year Cavani rejected a move to Boca Juniors. Man United got Cavani on a free transfer from PSG back in the summer of 2020. We'll loan Amad Diallo out this year as well, and I reckon Martial and Juan Mata will be leaving the club. So there you go, and in the summer, I can assure that Manchester United will appoint a permanent manager. I don't think Rangnick will get the Man United job on a permanent basis unless he, does well as the interim manager. Man United are looking for the 5th permanent manager since Ferguson. Man United have sacked 4 permanent managers since Ferguson. Man United sacked David Moyes after 10 months. Then Manchester United sacked Louis van Gaal after 2 years. Despite us winning the FA Cup under Van Gaal. Then Man United sacked Jose Mourinho after like 2.5 years. Jose Mourinho enjoyed one good season at Man United because he won 3 trophies in his first season. And last year, Manchester United sacked Ole Gunnar Solskjaer following the 4-1 defeat to Watford. Solskjaer was Manchester United's manager for almost 3 years. We've sacked all their managers since Ferguson. Still nothing has changed at Manchester United. Manchester United have just not been the same team since Ferguson retired, and a lot of United fans, including me, predicted it was all going to go wrong when Ferguson retired, which obviously it has done. Ferguson's the greatest manager of all time. Ferguson brought success to Manchester United. He won 30-odd trophies, including 13 Premier League titles. There again, though, Ferguson didn't settle in straight away because he didn't win out in his first 4 years at the club. Ferguson was at Manchester United for around 26 years, so reflecting on that, he was a long-serving manager. Rangnick, he's obviously inheriting players from what other managers have brought in. We've only got 2 here from the Ferguson era that Rangnick's inheriting. That's Jones and De Gea. We've still got Matt here from the Moyes era. That's Rangnick's inheriting. There's still some players here from the Van Gaal era, but not many. There's still players here from the Jose Mourinho era that Rangnick's inheriting, and obviously there's players here who obviously Ole Gunnar Solskjaer brought in. Now, Manchester United's next game is Aston Villa in the FA Cup. It's Monday night, the 10th of January. It's at Old Trafford and it's a 5 to 8 kick-off. It's the FA Cup 3rd round. And it's going to be a difficult game against Aston Villa, because Aston Villa have actually been impressive under Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard has enjoyed a good start to his managerial career at Aston Villa. When Steven Gerrard got appointed in as the Villa manager, he signed a 3.5-year contract, so that means he's under contract with Villa until 2024. Before Villa, Steven Gerrard managed Rangers. He won the Scottish Premiership when he was Rangers manager, and before then he managed Liverpool's under-18s. Obviously, Villa sacked Dean Smith earlier on this season. Dean Smith is now the Norwich City manager. And Villa have got some good players in their team. They've got Danny Ings. He's made an impact at Aston Villa. Villa got him from Southampton. They've also got Leon Bailey, that's good. Aston Villa got Leon Bailey from Bayer Leverkusen. Leon Bailey's out with injury at the moment. Villa have also got Bertrand Traore. He's out on international duty at the moment. They've got Anwar El Ghazi. That's a good attacking player. Trezeguet, he's also good. Villa have also got Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins is out with COVID at the moment. Ollie Watkins is probably one of the best players that Villa have got. They've also got John McGinn. I think he's suspended for the league game. Man United, by the way, have been linked with John McGinn. They've also got Douglas Luiz, that's a good midfielder. They've got Jacob Ramsey. They've got Ezri Konsa, I think he's a defender. They've got Courtney Hose. Tyrone Mings, he's a very good centre-half for Villa. Manchester United were linked with him a while ago. Villa have obviously got Ashley Young. Ashley Young is a former Manchester United player. Young was a long-serving player at Man United. He endured like 8.5 years at the club. Young's got a toe injury. Villa have also got Matt Targett and Matty Cash. One of their goalkeepers is Martinez. Don't forget, Villa lost Jack Grealish to Man City. Villa did get £100 million for Grealish. So yeah, Man United do play Villa twice within a week, because we've got them in the Cup on Monday the 10th of January, then we're playing on Saturday the 15th of January in the league. Villa won at Old Trafford in the league earlier on this season, 1-0. That was Aston Villa's first win at Old Trafford since 2009. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you with. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very soon.